Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt a shiver crawl down your spine, a sense of dread, as if something unseen is watching you from the darkness? Tonight we delve into the unsettling world of unexplained phenomena with three terrifying tales of the phantom lights. These aren't your typical UFO sightings. These are encounters with something far more eerie, far more sinister. Imagine, if you will, a chilly night, the kind that bites at your skin and sends shivers down your spine. The air is thick with an unnatural silence, broken only by the rustling of leaves in the wind. Then you see them, orbs of light, hovering silently in the distance. They pulse and flicker, casting an otherworldly glow upon the world below. These are the phantom lights. And tonight we explore the stories of those who have encountered them. Prepare yourself, for the truth we are about to uncover is as chilling as it is unexplainable. Our first story takes us to the heart of rural America, a small town nestled amidst rolling hills and whispering cornfields. Imagine a place where the nights are silent, save for the chirping of crickets and the distant howl of a lonely dog. It was on one such night that a young couple, driving home from a date night in the city, experienced something they would never forget. The road ahead was dark, illuminated only by their headlights cutting through the thick blackness. They were laughing, enjoying the quiet intimacy of the car, when suddenly something in the sky caught their eye. A strange orange glow flickered in the distance, like a distant fire on the horizon. At first they dismissed it, thinking it was just a trick of the light, or perhaps a bonfire from a nearby farm. But as they drove closer, the glow grew larger, more intense, and it began to move. The young man, filled with a sudden sense of unease, slowed the car to a crawl. His heart pounded in his chest as the orange glow resolved itself into a distinct shape, a sphere of light hanging silently in the sky. It pulsed with an eerie rhythm, casting an unnatural light that painted the surrounding fields in shades of orange and black. Fear turned to terror as the orb began to drift towards their car, slowly at first, then with increasing speed. The young woman gasped, clutching her boyfriend's arm as the orb drew closer, its light becoming almost blindingly bright. Just when it seemed like the orb would collide with their car, it abruptly changed direction, shooting off into the night sky at an impossible speed. The couple sat in stunned silence, their hearts racing, the image of the pulsating orb seared into their minds. They never spoke of what they saw that night, fearing ridicule and disbelief, but the memory of the encounter lingered, a chilling reminder that there are things in this world that defy explanation, things that lurk just beyond the veil of our understanding. The experience left them shaken, their sense of normalcy shattered. The world, once familiar and safe, now held an undercurrent of fear, a knowledge that something unknown lurked just beyond their perception. They continued to live their lives, but the memory of that night remained, a chilling reminder of the vast, unexplained mysteries that lie hidden in the shadows of our world. The encounter with the phantom light had changed them, leaving them with a profound sense of unease and a lingering question. What else might be out there, hidden in the darkness, watching us? Our next story takes us to the desolate plains of the American Southwest, where a group of friends camping under a star-filled sky found themselves face to face with the unknown. They were drawn to this remote location by its promise of solitude and tranquility, a place far removed from the hustle and bustle of city life. As the campfire crackled, casting dancing shadows against the nearby trees, the friends shared stories and laughter, their voices echoing in the stillness of the night. The vast expanse of the sky above twinkled with a million tiny stars, a breathtaking spectacle that filled them with a sense of awe and wonder. Suddenly their conversation was interrupted by a strange sight in the sky. A cluster of lights, white and pulsating, appeared in the distance, moving slowly and silently across the horizon. At first they thought it was a plane, its lights blinking in the darkness. But as the lights drew closer, it became clear that this was something entirely different. The lights moved with an eerie fluidity, making sharp, unnatural turns that defied the laws of physics. They hovered silently in the air, casting an ethereal glow upon the desert floor, their movements seemingly random, yet strangely purposeful. Fear began to creep into the hearts of the campers as the lights drew closer. One of the friends, a seasoned hiker who prided himself on his rationality, tried to explain away the phenomenon as a weather anomaly or a military exercise. But deep down, even he couldn't shake the feeling that something was deeply wrong. The lights, now almost directly overhead, began to descend slowly, their pulsating glow illuminating the campsite with an unnatural brightness. The campers huddled together, their faces pale with terror, their minds racing to comprehend the unexplainable. As the lights reached their lowest point, just a few hundred feet above the ground, they suddenly vanished, as if someone had flipped a switch, plunging the campsite back into darkness. The friends were left in stunned silence, their hearts pounding in their chests. The image of the pulsating lights burned into their minds. They packed up their campsite in a frenzy, their laughter and camaraderie replaced with a shared sense of dread. The desert, once a place of peace and solitude, now felt alien and threatening. They drove through the night, desperate to put as much distance between themselves and the encounter as possible. The memory of that night would forever haunt them, a chilling reminder that there are forces at play in the universe that we may never fully understand. Our final tale takes us to the bustling streets of a modern metropolis, a city that never sleeps, where reality and illusion blur under the neon glow of countless advertisements. In the heart of this urban jungle, a lone security guard on his nightly rounds would have an encounter that would challenge his perception of the world. The guard, hardened by years of dealing with the city's underbelly, patrolled his area with a practiced eye, sweeping over darkened alleyways and locked storefronts. The city, usually alive with traffic and distant sirens, was unusually quiet tonight, blanketed in an eerie stillness. As he rounded a corner onto a deserted street, he noticed something strange in the sky above. A single bright light, white and pulsating, hung amidst the towering skyscrapers, casting an unnatural pallor upon the sidewalks below. The guard stopped in his tracks, his curiosity piqued. He had seen helicopters and drones before, but this was unlike anything he had ever witnessed. The light moved with an almost impossible grace, hovering silently in the air. As he watched, mesmerized, the light began to descend slowly, its glow illuminating the street with an eerie radiance. The guard felt a primal fear grip his heart, a sense of dread he couldn't shake off. He reached for his radio, his fingers trembling, but hesitated. What could he say? What was he supposed to report? The light continued its descent, stopping just a few stories above the street, its glow now so bright that it cast distinct shadows. The guard shielded his eyes, his mind racing to comprehend what he was seeing. Suddenly the light began to spin faster and faster until it became a blur of white-hot energy. The air around it crackled with an unseen force, and the guard felt a wave of heat wash over him. Then, as quickly as it began, the spinning stopped. The light pulsed once, twice, then vanished, leaving the guard standing alone on the deserted street, his heart pounding in his chest. He finished his shift in a daze, his mind replaying the encounter over and over again. The city, once familiar and predictable, now felt alien and threatening, a place where the impossible could happen at any moment. The encounter with the phantom light had shattered his sense of reality, leaving him with a profound sense of unease and a chilling question. What else might be out there, hidden in plain sight, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself? 3 stories, 3 chilling encounters with the unknown. The phantom lights continue to be sighted around the world, leaving behind more questions than answers. Are they visitors from another world, interdimensional beings? Or something else entirely, something beyond our current understanding? What do you think lurks behind these mysterious lights? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. And if you've had your own encounter with the unexplained, we want to hear from you. Until next time, keep your eyes on the skies, but be careful what you wish for the truth out there may be more terrifying than you can imagine. Thank you for watching.